The one and only Xylophoney here with week 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fight Club. And you know the first rule about Fight Club, you always talk about Fight Club. This week we're going up against Dan, Kradup, the man with Fiends. Now I think Fiends was probably my bottom pick this season, and Dan doesn't seem to have been playing him super crazy. He's not doing something we would expect. But that doesn't mean we necessarily win automatically, that means he's a bit of a wild card. However, seeing what he has done in his last match, I can only expect he's going to be running a bunch of traps and stuff against me, so let's plan accordingly. So already I've switched out the Amorphage Goliath and Archbrave Dragon because I didn't see any special summoning coming from him, so let's assume that's not the greatest threat we have to contend with. Now, if there are a lot of traps and things that are meant to kill me, I'm going to want more Chaos Dragons in there. So let's go for that instead of the alternative. Plus, that also gives me more Dark Monsters to set up with these Chaos Dragons. And on top of all that, we're going to want a few things to clear any back row, such as Twin Twisters. And Evenly Matched is going to be pretty good. And Ritual Buster pretty much just means I win the duel if I get to play it. For that, we'll get to take out the Pot of Desires, just because it's just more draw power. Same for the Upstart Goblin. And then final card I'd want to bring out, no obvious choice here, but I think it's just going to be Dark Magic Inheritance, because the only thing that can do is search another Chaos form. And I already got 6 ways to summon the Chaos Max Dragon in here, so we're probably going to be okay. Plus I can just search off Bingo Machine Go, and we're going to be okay. So this deck is going to be what I'm running this week. Of course we'll side deck things if we need to, but wish me luck. Let's duel. Week 2! Fiends versus Dragons. Dan versus Xylo. Let's see how it goes. Look, man, you don't have fish. You don't have fish.
That's true. My fish deck was probably better.
Oh, no.
I mean, it was just full of spells and traps. But,
I've been trying to stack you up like, look, we really didn't see what Dan could do last week. He didn't even really get to play cards. So, it might have a good deck.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to go second, because that's how this deck rolls. It's not an incredible hand.
Okay.
I'm cheering for you, man. I am. Oh,
in my turn, because I had a pretty bad first hand.
Alright, well, let's activate this, not that. Then we'll go ahead and... Oh, yeah, there's actually only one play I can do. And it's not outrageous, but it is a Chaos Max Dragon.
Not outrageous
at
all.
It's only half your life points. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's activate Fiend Roofing. And
That's actually could be a little annoying down the line. Actually, I could have done a little something with that guy. Man.
You're
trying to get Fiends to your graveyard, huh? Okay.
Summon Skull there. So they're gonna take the damage. But
oh, Summon Skull.
I'll just get that there.
Okay. Sounds good. That's all I got. Yeah, you getting the blue eyes out of my play stopped my other play I was thinking of doing.
Okay, right.
Oh, Dark World. Okay, this is more in lines of what I expected I might see.
And now we'll banish the Summon Skull.
So you can send a card to the grave.
So I can
let's see.
Send that.
Ooh, Dark Necrophilia. Okay.
So I can't. I'll set that.
Okay.
That should be fine. And I'll end the turn.
I guess I'll just do this. Because, you know how Chaos Max does, like, piercing damage, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And a little bit double piercing damage, so, you know, a little 74 drop on you. Okay. Yep. Okay. Didn't come across any of my side deck cards, but yeah, we're gonna keep this as is. This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. I think I'll go first. Right. Okay. This is a better hand. Okay. Right. Under a normal summon.
Ooh, gotta love a curve.
Cure Bandit. And end the old turn. Activating
cards excavated.
Is there a no?
Oh, not a single spell. Darn it.
Not a single
Oh
spell.
gosh. Well,
Woo.
I don't beat you this turn.
Oh, well,
Let's
that's
advance ritual art to get cheeky cast max dragon.
something. Okay.
Yep.
Activate Chaos Hunter.
Ooh. Oh, you're making it so I can't banish cards. It's actually really annoying for my hand.
And let's get rid of Invader of Darkness. And let's just bring
Oh
you
yeah, I
out.
totally would have had it if you didn't bring that up.
I just piercing.
Oh
anyway.
no. Okay, now I have it. Actually, no. I think you're gonna live with a couple of life points.
Yeah, why did I put it in defense?
Well, let's
Oh boy.
activate the chaos form to do that. And unfortunately, since I can't banish, I'm gonna have to send that to the graveyard. You jerk. And let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just go for attacks. Yeah, you can't do anything with that. That's no big plays. Sure, we'll go for the straight piercing because I can't switch your mode anyway. And you're 200. Yep, as I thought. If you didn't, yeah, if that card did let me banish, then I would have been able to bring out another monster. But yeah, you live. You did a good job.
Right.
The defense was a poor choice, but putting it on the field was
yeah.
good.
Ooh. Oh no, that's not gonna do much for me. If I that's, oh boy.
Great, you can tribute yourself and get a trap. Yeah, fantastic. Now remember, you can't destroy me, but you can like send me back to hand. You could send me to deck. You also can't target me. So there's probably nothing you have that'll be the answer here, but maybe there is. Let's see. Tribute a dark monster. Okay, well that's not gonna help you. Fiend monster you control. Well, that's not gonna help you. Target a monster, shuffle into the deck, and send a fiend. Okay, yep. That is 3 fantastic cards.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Well, this has gone amazingly.
Yeah.
I will say.
Let's see if I can give you a chance and be a little tricky out here. Let's see. Let's go for some crazy plays. Let's start off with, yeah, let's go into, sure, Nightmare Phoenix, using these 2 guys. Pop its effect. Getting rid of Chaos Form to destroy this card.
Okay, let's activate the Fiend Briefing.
Okay.
Let's return that. And then...
Right, I think I needed to have a card to make this effect go off. Great.
Yeah,
whatever. We'll see.
Right, can we send anything decent? That's from the field. That's not gonna do anything for me.
There's not a lot of answers here. Oh man, I feel horrible.
Why are all these cards not useful?
I don't know, man.
Oh, jeez. Oh, what is going on?
Well, I can tell you right now, it's probably not gonna matter whatever you hit. So.
Yeah, that's true. Let's just send that to the
So yeah, that's gone. All right, now I'll special summon this guy like I wanted to do earlier. And unfortunately, I killed all your cards, so I can't even pop his effect and do I can't do inflict 300 damage like that. So I'm just gonna have to attack. Wow!
Yay!
Look at what you've done to me. You made me do 2 attacks this round. Okay, well, that's that. I usually offer a 3rd duel, but yeah. Do we want that?
Do we want that?
I don't think I have the heart for it, so I'm just gonna take the win, walk away. Thank you for the duel, Dan. It was fantastic.
You know, it was tricky. You had to fight hard for the win.
I know, I totally had to sacrifice my Chaos Max at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of went how we were expecting, unfortunately. It's a shame Dan didn't re-roll his deck, but it is what it is. Anyway, just so we have a decent duel in the video, I decided to show you guys my warm-up game. I usually do a warm-up game just before the Fight Club matches. So, let's check this out. Looks like I'm going up against Spirals. And, you know, he goes into a bunch of plays, gets himself a whole bunch of cards out, goes into Sky Strikers, goes into Spiral Double Helix, manages to get another monster out, and he's going to keep going and going and going. This warm-up was actually really tough. But I think we all see where this is going to go. He's going to try to U-Link me here. He's going to try to lock me out of plays. I haven't evenly matched, which is one of the few counters for this type of lockdown. So it should be fine. Of course, I don't want to have this Corruptor Ibly, because that just means I can't special summon, especially if he locks down my field. So that's unfortunate. We're probably going to have to attack something with that to get rid of it. But it looks like our opponent is not playing flawlessly. He does not Ultra Link us down, so he happens to get a Boral Sword out there. He happens to get the Griffin and a Cerberus to add on top of it with a Sleeper. So he's got a good field, but it's not an unbeatable field. Regardless, I'm just going to get some cards in my hand. Nice and simple. We're just going to be sending Blue Eyes and Alternative and Chaos Max to our hand, even though we don't have a ton of things to go with it. We then are going to switch the Corruptor Ibly to attack mode and take the least damage we can. And then at the end of the battle phase, we're going to evenly matched, forcing him to keep only one monster, and that one monster is going to be Boral Sword. So, that's his choice. Boral Sword is able to be destroyed by card effect. Alternative says goodbye, sir. Means I don't get to attack or do anything else at the end of my turn, so I choose not to go with my Dragon of Armageddon. But after he made all those plays, he's pretty much out. We're going to attack with this, we're going to attack with this, and we're going to get a Chaos Max ready for next turn. And just so he doesn't get to play any cards such as his Engage, which I didn't know he had at the time, we're going to get a Hope Harbinger on the field. So he draws, it's another spell card, he's out, and I win. So we were able to take on a nice, pretty crazy Spiral play with this deck, just because we were packing evenly matched from our side deck to go up against Dan. So that worked out fine. The deck is proving to be pretty good so far. I don't have any regrets for how the deck was made yet, but we'll see when it comes down to the next duels. Next week I'm going up against Richie, so we'll see how that goes. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like on the video, and we'll see you next week.